Welcome one and all, my name is Tawess and today we are going to paint a timber wolf from the Wolf Dragoons Assault Star theme box. This is part of a series of boxes produced by Catalyst Game Labs that highlight a specific mercenary unit. And of course I had to get the Wolf Dragoons, a very illustrious unit with a very interesting past, very interesting story. Now, today has been one of these days. So, I'm gonna come a bit later, but we lost a bit of footage. But I started this off by airbrushing it black, giving it a zenithal highlight of dark blue to give it a bit of dimension, and then a quick dry brush of a grey to make sure that the edges was popping a bit. And now we're moving on to painting it with, I should have this ready but I don't, I have to reach out. Abomination Gore is the paint, and this is a fairly muted red if you look on the bottle, but it turns out very good for base for other red paints. It's this sort of crusty, sort of dried blood-ish color, but it's still a very good color. Now, the Dragoons are known for using the what I call standard Battletech paint scheme of black and red. There are more units out there than it's actually necessary to use this paint scheme of black and red. Most notably the Kellhounds and the Wolf Dragoons also both have an icon which is a black and red. I mean, I can't make this up. So, in essence, what I'm doing now is trying to lay down a nice pattern of red fields. This is what separates the hounds from the Dragoons. The hounds have a more, what do you call it? Thing you do on the shields. Anyway, it's more like, for example, half the mech is red, half the mech is black, or it's an arrow pattern. And the Dragoons, they have more panels painted. Also, not all Dragoons mechs are black and red. They have a few different varieties, but the most famous paint scheme is black and red. This, among others, being carried by the illustrious Natasha Kerensky. Yeah. If you're unfamiliar with the Battletech lore, this is going to be a little spoiler. You can just fade out for a bit of like a minute. So, spoiler warning. The Wolf Dragoons are a clan unit. A clan undercover unit. They enter the sphere to spy by working for all the great houses and then reporting back what they found. Thusly, they use clan tactics. Mostly. Thusly, why they have a star in their box rather than a lance. Also, that is why they have a timber wolf as part of their gear. But yeah, they have, that is end of spoilers. So yeah, we're picking out a nice pattern of red panels, and we're going to go over these panels later on with another red, just to make them pop a bit more. Because I said, the Abomination Gore is a nice base color, but it's a bit dark. It has a very flat satin look to it when it's dry, which of course is nice, but it leaves the model looking a bit dark. But that's what it is. Now, the reason why I shot them with a blue, and it doesn't show off too well on the camera here, but basically it gives a sense of direction. It makes them not entirely black, because entirely black can be a bit hard to see details on, and it can be a bit hard to get volume on. So if you hit it a bit bluish or grayish color. You can give it a reddish if you want to set up a more warmer sense feeling, and especially if you're imagining these being on a planet that don't have a blue sky, then you can do red. But yeah, it creates a sort of fade, and you can use a brush too, both dry brush and stippling. Hello there, this is editing tab from sort of the future, maybe in the middle, who knows. And I'm just going to explain why we're going to see a radical drop in image quality right now, and that is because my SD card died. Like, properly died. And finished finito. And that left me with a bit of a pickle because I can't record in 4K on the webcam mode on this GoPro that I use as my main camera. And well, my backup camera can't do 4K period, so we're gonna have to live with a bit worse image quality for a while. Hopefully we'll be solved by next week, but if we don't have it solved by next week, we're gonna have to try and find another solution. I hope this is acceptable. If not, I'll make a new post once I have 4K video up again, if that is something you feel is important. But hopefully you will enjoy the content anyway, and I'll show off the finished mech and the entire squad by the end of the video. So, I guess until then, or well, until next time in a way, enjoy the video. Yeah, as I noted, that's a quick explanation for why we are now seeing potato cam. But yeah, now hitting it with some pure red, which is a very bright red color, and this is just to bring the saturation basically up. Because if I was going to put down pure red right on the black, I would have to put on so many layers of pure red, because it's a very thin color. Very many layers. Much layer. So, always base with another red or brown first. This is the same way you would treat yellow. Some reds go down in one coat, but pure red is not one of them. Same goes for vampiric red, I think it's called. It's also a very difficult color to put down. But it gives much better saturation, it gives a pop, it makes it much brighter. And I also hit it with a little bit of Mars red on some places just to bring out where light would catch. Now we are on to painting the cockpit, because, well, this one would have gotten a gold cockpit either way, because I love the visuals of the black, red and gold. But even with that, as I say, as I have mentioned before, I do simply do my cockpits in gold because it's see-through aluminum and I like it, and it's supposed to have reflective coating, and gold makes for reflective coatings, so gold it is. We start off with a warm bronzy gold, and then we top that off with some brighter gold later to just bring out the highlight a bit. You could do this in 3 stages if you want to, but I settle for 2 because I think it's enough. And you do you. If you want to dual gem it instead, you do that. It looks really good, but I don't like it. It takes up too much time for a way too small of an area. Better spend that energy on the mech at large. And yeah, that is pretty much the Timberwolf of the Wolf Dragoons Assault Star. And if you like this video quality is inspiring, do all those YouTube things of liking, subscribing and everything. We are not going to have any beauty shots. We're going to have some beauty photos, but we can't do the turntable thingy because I say right now my SD card is not cooperating. So yeah, if you like my videos, leave a comment, tell me how I should improve things. You can leave a subscription, it's nice. We are slowly climbing towards 250. We are hopefully we'll be I hope we have above 500 by the end of the year, but I don't necessarily think that it's doable. Now, if you want me to do more like entire units of mech, leave a comment below. And yeah, there is not much more to say about that, is there? I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do now, because the camera isn't working. I can't use this mode because this looks terrible. And now some people gonna ask, what 4K you talking about? Your video's uploaded in 1080p anyway. I was like, yes, that is true, but I use the fact that it's 4K to zoom in and focus the image, because a GoPro can't zoom. So I use a digital zooming in the editing software, and it's good to have a bit of extra video to play with when you do that. That's why I'm not particularly happy about how things look now, because this is 1080p scaled up, just roughly scaled up, and it did not take that particularly well to that. So yeah, that's it. It is what it is. You're gonna have to live with it for now. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, and do play fair. Bye.